Ah, hold on, guys. Can I swap you? There we go. I don't think you want to see the living room. Good morning, guys. If you're here, I'm going to give you a few minutes to see if anyone shows up. And then I'm going to hop into it because I have to go to work today. I'm trying to get a little bit better lighting. Hold on. Oh my goodness, guys. I think that'd be better. What you think? That a little better? That a little worse? I can't tell. Where is, there it is. Let's see if it'll let me add the sucker on. Perfect. Maybe that's better. Maybe. Oh, let's go here. All the way down. And we're gonna go here. Guys, I wanted to kind of come on a Monday morning. I know many of you said that you could not do early morning lives, and I get it. But I also know that I am up at 4:30 in the morning, and so by 7:30, I'm geared up, ready to go. I've already had several thoughts. When you pop in, say hi. I'm gonna kind of just share what was on my heart this morning, and then I'll chit chat down below. Hey, good to know someone else is up kind of early this morning. I was listening to Joyce Meyer this morning, and she was talking about, I don't know, she said some scripture, but then she said that sometimes we have to have vegetables. We can't just have milk. Oh, yes. I get up at 4:30 in the morning, so I feel ya. When I get to sleep into like 5:30, it is heaven. So, a lot of times that's why I'm not live, especially during the week, really late, is because 4:30 comes very early. Anyway, she was talking about how sometimes we can't just have dairy. We can't just have milk. We can't just take little bits of watered down stuff. We actually have to have vegetables and grab a piece of meat to chew on. And it got me to thinking that, you know, when we're raising our kids and we're raising our babies and we're feeding them, they always start off with milk, right? And we never ever really want to introduce them to solid foods for a while because their digestive system is not ready. And I've seen, I think when Kristen, my first one, was little, we probably started feeding her baby food. I kind of followed the strict doctor recommendations. Added a little bit of things here and there, but I was pretty trying to stay on target where they suggested I did, you know. Well, first time moms, we always want to be perfect moms and we want to do things just right. Hold on. I knew I had some tea. And so, anywho, by the time the twins came along, I kind of learned to follow their intuition and their leading. So when it came time, then it was time for vegetables and fruits, and then eventually meats, and then eventually actual real food, not just pureed food. And so it got me to thinking about people and how sometimes, you know, we all start off wanting things watered down to fit ourselves. We want things to be easy because our digestive system, even our mental, emotional digestive system, can't handle the vegetables and the meat when maybe other people think we're ready. And other people that we associate with online, offline, in our personal relationships, their digestive system may not be ready either. We think someone is ready for something we have to offer. We think the world is ready to hear what we are born to share. But some people aren't, and it's okay. And it kind of goes back into my title there about intention is not enough. Because there are so many things in my life that I have great intention for. Great intention. And I just want to be intentional when I have these intentions. And it's easy to say, hey, I'm gonna start walking on the treadmill every day because it's in my dining room, and why not? I have time. Have I? No. The intention's been there, but the action behind the intention hasn't been. You guys know I'm in the middle of a writing project, and I've kind of expanded it to be more than just one piece. It's actually just a piece of the puzzle with other pieces that have to be written at the same time. And so the intention is great, but what is intention without action? It really is just saying you're going to do something. How many times have we said, I'm going to lose 5 pounds? Well, no, I didn't. It takes action too. And so this morning specifically, I just wanted to share on the simple fact that sometimes our intentions, even though understood and supported by other people, are not fully understood and supported by ourselves. We know what we want to do. It's just finding the courage and the strength and the motivation to do it. It's easy to say, hey, I'm going to do this, and then not follow through. And for those of us on YouTube, we share these things kind of lightly, kind of just saying, hey, be on the lookout for this. It's coming. Check out this in a couple weeks. It's there. And our intention doesn't get followed through with appropriate action. I've seen it on channels. I've done it myself. And I just wanted to say that I'm done doing that. I'm done leading with intention. I don't want to lead with intention anymore. Intention might be the motivation behind what I do, but I want the actions to lead me. I want the actions and the result of those actions to be visible to you guys, to myself. Because until we see those results from those actions from the original intention, we just are in a hamster wheel going in circles. And I don't know about you, but I don't have time just to walk around in circles. Kind of like when the Israelites were walking around the desert for 45 years because they just wanted to complain the whole time. They didn't want to put action forth. They had an intention. They knew their goal, but they didn't want to follow through. They'd rather sit back and just complain. Well, as you guys know, I'm not a complainer, or I try not to be. I can't say I'm not. I do fall into that trap. I can tell when I'm down and kind of, I'm not going to say depressed because that to me is a medical term. But we all get down in the dumps. That's just human nature. When things don't go our way or we got lost along the way, we tend to just kind of miss out a little bit because we're so busy grumbling and complaining and not taking action. It's time to start taking action. So on this Motivational Monday, I encourage you, even if you have this intention, write that intention down, but line up some steps to follow through with action. And beyond that, keep you a gratitude list, because until you can digest the milk of life and be appreciative for what you have, you will not have a digestive system to be able to digest the vegetables that get thrown your way, or that hearty portion of meat that's going to take a lot of digesting to intake. You guys are pretty amazing. You're awesome. You're powerful. You're strong. You're intentional. You guys are just magical to me. And I know that word gets thrown around and people joke about it, but I really think that you are a miracle. If you were here today and you're walking this earth and you have breath in your lungs and you have a voice to use, you're a miracle. You're a miracle. People die every day and you're still here. People go to bed at night and don't wake up the next morning, but you did. You have a purpose to fulfill. And I want you to go fulfill that today. Maybe not all of it, but take a step towards that. Good morning. Hi, Erica. I had to peek at the laptop to see who popped in. So instead of doing a motivational video and then prepping it and plop it up, I just decided to go live this morning. I am fixing to have to go and get dressed for work because I do get up so early and shower. I do my makeup and my hair, even though I've already been outside and the humidity has killed my hair for the day. Whatever. It is what it is. I don't usually put on my work clothes for the office until I leave because, well, I was just cleaning up my kitchen. Look what is out on that counter. You guys know I don't like anything on my counter. And so we just got these big jars of honey right there. My husband bought 2 of them yesterday from a local beekeeper. It is the most delicious honey. But he likes it in his tea, so it is still out. But I need to put that away because that's going to frustrate me. All right. So, you guys, what are your goals for the week? I'd love to know so I could root you on along the way. Shelby girl's goal right now is to go to sleep. My boys get out of school this week. Their last day is Thursday, so they're excited. Of course, they start football camp next week, so, and I say football camp, but it pretty much is just football practice all the way through most of the summer. They have a couple weeks off, I think. Yeah, they have this week off, and next week it's only the skill and agility camp that they have on top of their practice. So it's a short morning for them, which is great. One of the twins has a job interview today. I'm just like, what? These little guys, the stinkers are going to be 17 next week. Oh my gosh. Maybe they can start taking me out to lunch. I'm just kidding. Speaking of, I need to put money on their account for school so they can eat lunch today and tomorrow. Aw, thank you. It's at a, I don't want to say where it is just for his own protection, I guess. But it's at a local entertainment company, which has more than just movies, bowling. But it is literally just down the street, maybe 4 miles round trip, maybe 5 miles round trip. So that's not too bad. It's just going to be late nights for him and me until these guys get their driver's license. Hi, good morning. How are you? Pam. I thought about you yesterday. I wish you were to live next door to me so I could help you with your the issues you're having, because some of those techie issues are really easy, but without actually being there to see what it is, it's hard. I always have to hold it in my hands and figure it out. So, I don't really know how I feel about them working. Like I said, they'll be 17 next week, and they're going into their senior year, and they have football. So that's a lot. And they want to really work towards scholarships for football, so they have to keep their grades really high. It's just a lot of pressure. I don't think he realizes how much pressure it is, but he's wise enough to say, hey, I'm not ready for this. The same kiddo actually was trying out for one of our local water parks and he was interviewing, auditioning, I don't know what you call it. There's several different phases, and one of the phases was they had to watch the CPR video, and it showed somebody drowning, and he's like, I don't want that responsibility. I'm not ready for that responsibility. And so he walked away. So it was really great to know that he understood from the get-go that that was a little too much for him, and he was able to back away before he just felt pressured to stay and stick in it. I got a peek. Yes, they both want to work, and it's great, and I'm glad that they do, but I work full-time too, and so I have to adjust my schedule usually to match everybody else's in my house. Thankfully, I work for an employer who understands that, and they're very gracious with my time and me, and they're very understanding. So, but I keep saying, look, just a few more months and they will be driving, and I won't have to be the chauffeur anymore, ever. fact, they will go run errands for me on purpose. I did that to my daughter when she started driving. It was so nice. I don't like to go to the grocery store. I hate going to the grocery store. So I do a grocery pickup all the time, as you guys know if you watch the grocery hauls. But I used to start making her pick them up. It was so nice. And then she moved. Dang it. And she didn't just move down the street. She moved across state line. So she's 2 hours away. She does not want to come home every 2 hours or a 2-hour drive home to pick up my groceries for me. She probably would because she is that sweet, but I wouldn't ask her to do that. Yes, I do, Pam. I work for a very small auditing CPA firm. So there's 4 of them and 1 of me. So there's 5 of us. It's nice. It's fun. We kid around, we joke around, we have a good time. I don't know. I love where I'm at. Paid holidays, paid vacation, which I'm coming up on 2 weeks. In August, I'll get 2 weeks. Saving most of that for Christmas, though. Just because I like being home with my family at Christmas time. They're fun. Most of the time, they're fun. And I don't like being out in the cold. Yes, small is better. When I was a teacher for 13 years at a preschool, and when we only had 12 of us before we expanded, and there might have been 14, I think. It was much more confined and contained, and once we started expanding and we had a bunch of different personalities come in, it made teaching very difficult because it was very obvious that many were there not to teach. They were there to socialize and to gossip. And I did junior high. I had put a daughter through junior high. I don't want to work in a junior high setting. It's the worst. Hated it. I am in Texas. It's fine. It's easy to forget when you talk to a lot of people. But I live in Texas. I live outside of Houston, between Houston and Beaumont, I guess. So, southeast Texas. On the coast. Not always a good thing, especially now that we're going into hurricane season. But, I've lived this area almost my whole life, so it's just part of where we are. I think every area has a weather situation that nobody is fond of. I know you guys have snow, and maybe you have 4 seasons. I don't know. We get tornadoes, but they're not common. Oh, I do that all the time too. Definitely be safe while you're driving. But I do that as well a lot. Guys, I think YouTube plays in the background for me a good 12 hours a day. So bad. But I will listen to movies sometimes while I'm working, or you guys if you're live and I can just pop in. If you guys want a little bit of encouragement and just popping in and you missed my long spiel about intention not being enough, go back and rewatch the live in a little bit, and hopefully that will encourage you. I needed the kick in the butt myself, desperately, actually. I look like Violet. When I'm looking at you guys through this camera, the lighting's okay, but looking through the laptop, I look like Violet from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I like blue, but sheesh. Hi, Harmonique. I am fixing to actually tell you guys goodbye. so I can throw clothes on to work, so I can go to work. I work banker's hours. You know, I'm there 9 to 4. 9 to 4. And I only have a 20-minute commute there. But, you know, I have to run through Chick-fil-A and get my small diet Arnold Palmer, a large ice water, and a large cup of ice. It's sad that they see my car and they already put the order in for me. It's pretty funny. You too. You too. I am going to tell you guys bye because I see the time and I do have to go. But I love Mondays. I hope that eventually I can get you guys to love Mondays too, because Mondays are amazing. And they're a wonderful start to our day, wonderful start to our week. And when we're lucky, and you know you're really lucky, you get a Monday to start to your month. So there you go. My way of having a perfect Monday is I have clean sheets, which I just pulled them out of the dryer and you can put them on the bed. I try to cook a dinner everybody loves, and I don't know. Sometimes I can talk my husband into some extra lovey-dovey time. Mondays are amazing. You guys go have a beautiful, beautiful day, and I will catch you